One, two, three.
나의 가슴 어질려 힐끔힐끔 어색한 미소만
Recording? Okay, we're recording. Hey guys, it is Rachie and welcome back to my channel, and today we are doing a review of the legend Hao Lan. Hao Lan. Okay. Maybe I'm gonna start out this with the trailer and why I started watching it. Because I'm like tired and I need to collect my thoughts, because you see how these back there, because I need to connect everything because I understand everything now. Like the history. So I mean, like, I'm gonna need to get it together. So just watch this for a second and then we'll be good. Like, how could you not watch this drama and someone's already getting killed? And she was like, I must acquire, oh my god, I must acquire more wealth and power. So heck yeah, I'm like, oh girl, she's gonna be evil plotting shit. I was like, oh, it looks so good. Like, look at this. Ooh, the beginning was a lot of stuff happened in the beginning. Like, too much.
这个经纪人极有价值，如此起伏，气质可期。之前没有你们的时候啊，我不也挺好的吗？
现在赵秦正在交战，秦王孙可能随时会有杀身之祸。
你们两个留下来，无非是多两个陪葬。
如果您信任浩然，也请您信任吕不韦。
我吕不韦可以为王孙的大业不惜一切。
The ending's not like what you think it would be. I'm gonna be honest. It's a good ending. I'm gonna just tell you. Oh, this is my girl. No queen is like her in any other drama. No one's as good as her. No one can catch her except for her husband in the end. But he didn't end up killing her. She ended up killing herself. So, I mean, like, she's like evil. Like, no one beats the Queen of Zhao. Like, that's my girl. Like, yes. I'm gonna put in a little clip of her. I loved her too. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna give you a little history lesson on this drama. So, I can give you the about, and then I'll give you the history lesson. So, during the Warring State period, Li Hao Lan, Jin Yan, is forced out of her home and sold as a slave, despite being the daughter of a public censor of Zhao. Purchased by Lu Bu, she is gifted to Yiren, Yiren, a Qin royal that is a hostage in Zhao residence. A dangerous battle begins in a result of their arrival, and they must rely on their wits to survive. Will Hao Lan be able to rise to her own success and overcome the adversaries in her life? I mean, like, yes. So, you see I got all this. These characters are all real. Yiren, Hao Lan, but her name's not really Hao Lan. And Li Bu is actually real. So, it is, Li Hao Lan is Zhao Ji, who is the Empress Dowager Zhao. She was the mother of the first emperor of China. And, Jesus Christ, that's a lie. And her son, yes, her son. So here, right now, I need to collect my thoughts, because it's like a lot of stuff that happens that is like true. So, Zhao Ji, Hao Lan, what's her name? Right here in the front, that right there. She is the daughter. Okay, I'm gonna read this. Zhao Ji is the wife of King Juanxing of Qin, who is Yuan, or Zi Chu, and the mother of Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor of China. Upon her marriage, she was Lady Zhao. After the king's death, she was the Queen Dowager Zhao, and then later Imperial Queen Dowager, because her son named her that after she died. And then she is the daughter of a prominent official of Zhao, which is true. She was a concubine of merchant Li Bui, which is true, who gave her to his prodigy, Prince Yuan and Qin. A year later, she gave birth to the son named Zheng. And historian Sima Qin, ill-disposed toward the first emperor, claimed that the pregnancy was especially long. The child was actually Li Bui's, which everyone thought in the actual story too. So they put that actually in there. The couple were living at the time in Handan, the capital of Zhao, where Yuan was hostage. So that was true. When Qin laid siege on the city, Liu Bui was able to bribe the prince's way out of town. But Lady Zhao and her infant were forced to hide among her family. Well, in the story, they weren't hidden among her family. Like, all her family basically died, like all of them, and she's like the only one left. So she was just like captive there. Thanks to Li Bui's intervention and diplomacy, Prince Yuan subsequently ascended the Qin throne and become known to history as his posthumous name, King Juanxiang. Oh my gosh. Whew. Yeah. When King Juanxiang died, Crown Prince Zheng, we're just calling Zheng because she calls him Zheng. I don't remember his real name. Ascended the throne, and she became the empress. And Sima Qin claimed that she continued her affair with Li Bui, but facing exposure and persecution, he gave her a man named Liao Ai, which is part of the story. Disguised as a eunuch, the couple proceeded to have 2 illegitimate children, which are in the story, but they say they're not in the How Long version. They're not her child. After Liao Ai is killed during an attempted coup d'etat, whatever, they're trying to take over the thing. The queen was imprisoned in her palace, and her children were killed. Yeah, they have that scene in there, but yeah. The King Zheng later unified China and became first as Shi Huangdi, the first emperor. So, and now I have here, for the first emperor of China, Zheng, this right here, the queen, come on, the king's woman, Zheng is him right here. That is him. And they have right here, the girl that tried to kill him. And he still pisses me off. But the girl that tried to kill him, they have her in the story. Oh my god. They have her in the story. They have her in the How Long story, but to a point. They don't have her the full way. But I understand now why he's so damn crazy. Because in the story, How Long's so mean to him. And like in the end, like all this plot was her idea. And her son locked her up, and he found out later on in the ending that it was all her plan and everything. And he gets mad, like, why does a woman need to insert herself in history? I'm the emperor and everything. But she made him the king, though, because she was like, if you can't be a little sissy boy if Li Bui is out here trying to be the prime minister and everything. So she put Liao Ai next to him in the How Long story to, like, balance out Li Bui. But he decides to act out, so then she has her little person next to the emperor get both of them kicked out. Well, Liao Ai gets killed, and Li Bui gets demoted and sent away. So yeah, and that was all her plan. So now I understand why he's so damn crazy. because his mother's crazy. And then in the story, there's a lot of mention of Empress Dowager Shun, not Empress Dowager, Queen Dowager Shun, and that is Miyue. I was just reviewing. Okay, I'm gonna need a bigger picture. But Miyue, she is the first. What is she? She's the mother of what is she? Emperor. Oh, she's Queen Dowager Shun. Also called me Baz. Oh, so that's her name in that story. I still haven't finished that because subs are all off on YouTube. But she was a girl from the royal emperor kingdom of Chu. She was a girl from the royal family of the kingdom of Chu and one of the imperial concubines of King Huiwen of Qin. She gave birth to King Zhao of Qin and acted as his regent. Zhao. Who is he? Who is his son? Oh, so her son is the grandfather of Iran. So we get that. We're good. Yeah. So he's so that's, if you want to see why the Empress Dowager Huiyang wants to live up, she wants to be like her, watch that drama to understand why she's so important and why Hao Lan's like, you're never gonna be her, because she's like real powerful and everything, and I still haven't finished that, and that's like real good and everything. And like her friend, like, look at her, she look all crazy and evil, and like, yes girl, you get it, you kill everyone, but I mean, like, yes. But let me get into everything. I have to say, my favorite part of this drama is more so in Zhao. And the Zhao, and then the ending of Qin. But it's not anything to do with Hao Lan and her characters, Iran and everything, and the princess back there, right there. It has to do with the Empress right there. Because she's like, not the Empress, Queen. She's like real evil. No one can catch her. She had like a whole little her little boy toy and everything. And no one caught him. And she was like real good, and she was real evil. I don't know if I'm going to insert the little video right here. Let's just see. But I'm going to put it somewhere. But I mean, like, yeah. She was like after everyone. And no one could get her. Except for like the emperor. But I mean, she tried to kill him, but she didn't succeed. But she was like, yes. No one could get her. No one could at all. And in Zhao, there was a lot of like, even her best friend, even Hao Lan's best friend turned on her and went to the queen's side because she was forced to. But I mean, like, what? It was so good. And see right here. See one right there. That's what's her name? Dilraba. Liga. I think she's Liga in that, in Hao Lan's story too. That is her, but she's his concubine actually in that. And yeah, they didn't have the assassination of maybe that's after. I think it might be way later. So they didn't include that, but they did try to kill, what's his name? Zhong'er, the emperor of China, the first emperor. But yeah, I think that's not in this time period. But yeah, I understand why he's so like, that ending of the King's Woman still bothers me. That one's good. You have to watch it. No matter what, you have to watch it. Even though some parts get on my nerves. It was really good. Very good. really good. And it still pisses me off to this day. It was real good. What was I going to say? I don't know. It's just really good. And, like, everything in the ending is Hao Lan's plot to make her a king. She didn't want him to, like, rely on her and come begging to her. She told him that you're not ready if you had to beg. You can't be a king if you're gonna beg. So she, like, made him evil. And you see him acting crazy in the end and, like, hating everyone. So now you need to watch those two. All three of these. You need to watch it. It's good. Good. Yes. I'm gonna be honest. Like, y'all, people give 10 stars to to Story of Milan and not to Legend of How Long. Y'all I don't like y'all no more. But someone said, the series started off well. Oh, wait. I did my review. Okay, we're gonna go back. So, yes. The little love triangle with Hao Lan Li Bui, that ended after he died. So she doesn't love him no more. No matter what, no matter how many times he tries to get it back, she doesn't love him anymore. She's in love with Iren. So, yeah. And he's evil. He made sure her ass still in love with him. And, like, told everyone to burn his stuff after. And he didn't see her when he was dying. So, it would be an unforgettable thing. And it's unfinished because she didn't get to say his last word. And he, like, kept her away from a distance so he could do a little plot and everything to clean up the kingdom so his son, Zhao, could take over and everything. So, it was good. And I have to say, I do like all the female roles. All of them. Except for Iren's concubine. I didn't like her, to be honest. I like the princess. I like the Empress Zhao and Hua Young. And I like the Empress... The Queen... Okay, they're queens. Queen Dowager. Queen Dowager Xia, too. And Queen Dowager, I liked all the female characters, all powerful ones, because they're all evil, and they're all like, wow, we can't do what we want, and they're evil, and they're plotting against everyone. I feel bad for the princess, because she was in love with Iren. She was obsessed with him, but then she realized at the end that she was in love with her husband. And I'm so pissed that she didn't have the kid. I'm like, how dare you not have his baby? Like, wow. And she realized at the end, and then she kills herself. Like, wow. Even though Hao Lan and her they weren't fully enemies or frenemies, I would say. Even though people just say they're enemies, I say they're frenemies because they, like, understand each other. They hate each other, but they could, like, talk to each other and, like, understand. And, like, we're at the same level no matter what. Like, even if, like, the princess said that she didn't like Iren's concubine either because she respected Hao Lan more than her, even though they were on the same side compared to Hao Lan and her. Like, yeah, like, I didn't like her either. So, let's go with people's reviews. Someone said the series started off well. It was like a lot of stuff happened in the first episode and the first and second, and I have to watch it and I don't think I did my work because it's real good. Because too many people are dying and everyone's evil. But then episode 10 or so, the plot got stuck in a revolving door. Yes, it did. That's why I didn't like Hao Lan's story in that little time period when she gets to the palace. I didn't like it because it's just them trying to escape with Iren. Li Bui and Iren all trying to escape. But it's like, how many attempts? Like, 3 to 5 actually, how many attempts, and they couldn't escape until like way later on, and then Hao Lan stuck there for like how many years, but yeah. Keeps going around in circles without any developments. By 24, I almost gave up watching, but I pursued because Mao Zi Jun, who's that? Oh, Wei, who was awesome. I loved how he portrayed Yuan's gracious and what? Mao Zi Jun is no, that's not you. Oh, that is Yuan. Okay, that is Yuan. I liked how he played Yuan's gracious and gentle nature with a cunning edge. He is secretly evil. So Jin Yan, he does suit the role. I say he does. He does, because Wei is like a bitch and cocky. With Hao Lan came off too creepy. I don't understand how they fell in love. I understand it was kind of weird. I can understand her falling in love with him to some amount, but not really. Just because he was there and he saved her like how many times. So it's like, oh, he's the only one there for me, because her dad, he didn't help her when she was getting killed by his wife. But yeah, so I understand that. And I understand Wei falling in love with her because she was like way different. She was like way different than everyone else and all the girls around him. So, and she was like kind of unattainable. And yeah, especially at the ending of the drama. And overall, I think, this is me reading them. Overall, I think the series is very entertaining and lots of backstabbing main plots, yes. A great roller coaster ride once you get past the revolving door. And what the roller coaster ride it was. Things start getting really good, and I love how the storylines develop, and the palace is really picking up. There was a couple of battle scenes of power struggles. It was awesome right up until episode 39 or so. I think they really must have switched their team of writers. The rest of the series now focus on Qin, which is fine, but everything just was really weird. Main characters had a personality transplant. And plot slowly changed directions. I can understand the change in characters because they changed. Like, they're not in the same place, so they don't have to act like certain ways. And like Helen's over shit, so she's like, I'm gonna just be rude all the time. So, it just didn't make any sense. They skipped a lot of time and introduced so many new characters. Did it? Well, yeah, because it's a different area. They changed. So I mean, like, yeah, they're gonna change the characters. It was like watching a different drama. I was so invested in some of the main characters. I felt sad and disappointed when the writers left me in the lurch. I wasn't satisfied in how they ended the drama. I liked it. I loved it because it's based on a real story, except for I don't believe in the real story. They're trying to make Hao Lan seem like really good, and she like plotted this all out for her son, for Lao Ai to rebel. I know that probably was just Lao Ai's own intention, and I don't think she tried to get Wei out of power. I think the king just got irritated, and I don't think the king really trusted his mother, because he locked her up in real life. So I just think that's all his own craziness. And I guess the story did a good well at showing his craziness, because how long did it? So I can understand how they fit it in. So I think that's a really good ending. I originally scored the drama to be a star main because Mao Zi Jun, but I had to detract a star because the whole last 20 episodes really lost the plot. Read the real story. I mean, like, it's based on real characters, so they're trying to make the story likable to a sense. They don't want to switch Hao Lan to be a hoe, and like she like really cheated on Iran. They don't want you to be like, oh, she's a backstabbing girl. She like cheated on her man and everything, and she hid that he's Jung R is not Iran's son, so that's not his son. That's on the thing. And then she had little secret children with Wei, but he hid it having Lao Ai. So they did it a better story. Like, she was adopting little orphans and everything, and people just thought they were like little children that were that hurts, but I feel like they did a good story to fit in what really happened, so it's really good and everything. And I know I'm gonna get pissed with you. Of course, everyone's like, I'm not gonna read this. That's really long. You said 3-star. Ooh, girl, I don't like y'all people no more. Ooh, someone like, I like the beginning of the drama, but as I keep watching, I feel like it's not interesting anymore. It gets more interesting at Qin. In the palace, and Zhao on Hao Lan's inn is boring because they're all just trying to escape. So that's just boring. Hao Lan's son is so aggressive, but that is how the real emperor acts. So yeah, you need to understand that. Because he was crazy and he didn't trust anyone and he was evil and he killed a lot of people. But that's how he became the first emperor of China, because he was fucking crazy. So yeah, so his character has to be crazy to represent the real person. So if you don't like it, well, shit, you can't. I get over it. Someone's like, I think the producer is greedy. Hit the iron while it's hot. Principal. Wow, it's a hot principal. The story of Yanxi Palace. Oh, Jesus Christ. I do not like Yanxi Gong. I don't like it. Producer Hordy put this drama together. Oh, no. Without much thought in the storyline, since it got stuck for ideas in the middle of the drama. Yeah, I did get dragged out. Yeah. It was just bad in Zhao, and it gets better in Qin. It's like the transition. They should have worked better on that and everything. So, yeah. They just need to get better on that little transition, because no one really cared about that one guy that tried to kill her before, and he tried to kill her again, and he died, and like everything, and then, yeah. But they had little Zhao kill someone, so yeah, he's gonna be crazy. He killed someone who was little, so yeah, he's not gonna be a little nice, little innocent, like, sweetheart. Like, he was locked up in a whole another area, and people were trying to kill him and everything. So yeah, he wouldn't be all nice and sweet. So I don't understand why you expect her son to be all nice. Like, I don't understand that. Like, the actual, King of Zhao, Si Huangdi, him, Qin Shi Huang, yeah, the king of Qin, he's crazy. The founder of Qin, no. Oh, he is the founder of the Qin Dynasty, the first emperor unified China after the warring period. So yes, he has to be crazy. He's the prince of the state of Qin, became Zheng, the king of Qin, and when he was 13, and then China's first emperor when he was 38, and had conquered all the warring state and unified China in 221 BC. Rather than maintaining the king title, Wang bored the previous Shang and Zhao rulers. He ruled as the first emperor of the Qin Dynasty, 220 to 210. He invented Huangdi, the title, and indicated by his use of first. Huangdi, D is first, which continued bore by Chinese rulers in the next millennium. So yes, he is a founder of the Chinese dynasties. So yes, during his reign, he generally expanded the size of the Chinese state. Campaign south of Chu primarily added the Yuan and Hunan, Gudong to China's cultural orbit. Blah 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 blah. Yes. See, Lao eyes. Yes. Oh, Regency. Oh yeah, Li Wei was his regent prime minister. Yeah. So of course, and then yeah, he was supposed to be kicked out. Zhao Zheng assumed full power after Li Wei was banished for his involvement in a scandal with Queen Dowager Zhao, and Zhao Chengzhao, his brother, Lord Cheng'e, was Zhao Zheng's legitimate half brother by the same father but different mothers. That was Iran's concubine that no one liked. By the same father but different mothers. After Zhao Jun inherited the throne, Zhao Jun rebelled in Tulu, and Lao Ai supposedly killed him. So we can see this. Jinke is also right here, the first attempted assassination. Jinke, he's in the story of the king's woman. He's in that, and I believe he's the one that Li Ge was in love with. I believe her name's Li Ge, the one. Yeah. Yes. King Jun. We're just calling him Zheng because Zheng and his troops continued to take over different states. The state of Yan was small, weak, frequently harassed by soldiers. It was no match for Qin state. So Crown Dang Ayang, they were friends, plotted assassination attempt, and he is in the story to get rid of Zheng begging Jin Ke to go on a mission. So this doesn't show up, I don't believe, in the story. Yeah, so there was how many? I don't really care. So yeah, unification. Oh yeah. I want you to understand that if someone's unifying the whole world of China, that was their little world, and it was a warring period, why do you believe that the first person to become the emperor of China, Huang Di, would be a little nice sissy person? I don't understand why you expect him to be sweet and innocent. And also, Hao Lan's being nice to him, and she's trying to make him emperor so he won't be so soft-hearted and everything. That's what she's trying to do. She wants him to be like Iran, but he didn't go through the same experience that Iran, who was sent over to Zhao since he was 13. In order, even though he was trapped over there with his mother, they hid in that real life. They hid in her family, but in the story, he had to kill someone. So I don't understand why y'all expect him to be a nice little sweet person. And I'm gonna need you to understand that this is a real story. Oh, so supposedly those little two children are Lao Ai's and Queen Dowager Zhao Hao Lan's children. So I'm just confused because they said it was Li Buwei, but whatever. Also, he had 4 children. Oh, dang. Zhang Qin Shi Huang had 50 children, about 30 sons and 15 daughters, but most of their names are unknown. He had numerous concubines, but appeared to have never named the empress, which he didn't in both the Hao Lan story and in the king's woman. Wow, because his supposed love died. He killed her. Oh my god, I just realized in the Hao Lan story, she used his sword to kill herself. Basically what she did in the King's Woman. So he killed her both ways. Okay, we're not doing this right now. So I understand why he's so damn crazy, because someone commented in my little review of King's Woman, like, do you not understand how crazy he was? Now I understand he was fucking crazy. I need y'all to understand that he was crazy and not crazy. And you have to be crazy to unify China and become the first emperor when everything was the warring state. So it's not like sweet and innocent. And he had to create everything to make everything to be the first emperor. Huang Di.
Huang Di.
Huang Di.
Huang Di.
Huangdi Huangshan is known Huangshan, and then Wang, whatever. That's just me needing to learn Chinese. Oh my goodness. Suddenly such a good actor, I'm gonna be honest. And what you call it? Yes. Girl. Y'all in these little reviews. I'm not gonna spend time. There we go. First Emperor of China. When was the first Emperor of China? So he's the one with all those guards around his tomb. Am I that slow? No. Oh my god. I am that slow. Oh my god.
1, 2, 3.
나의 가슴 어질려 힐끔